Two bills are trying to change graduation requirements. One of the two requires a financial literacy class before any high school student can actually graduate. Graduation requirements have been an open topic at the New Mexico legislature. This session, two bills are aimed at changing them. One would make financial literacy a requirement to graduate.
It's a course that right now is an elective in our high schools in New Mexico, but only 11% of the students take it. So House Bill 279 would require students to have half a unit in this, so a semester course, before they graduate.
According to a poll by Brown, 84% of people agreed it's an important requirement. Meanwhile, a school teacher is proposing a competing bill,
which is an overhaul of the high school graduation requirements. This is House Bill 126.
He says with this bill, financial literacy would be included in other courses.
We're going the route of having and requiring economics with personal financial literacy embedded into those standards that teachers will teach as a part of their economics/personal financial literacy class.
A former high school counselor says it would help students after high school.
I think a class in high school is a good one to prepare them to say, this is what I want to do, and this is what I'm going to have to do in order to get there.
She says it's a way for students to think about their future. Economist Riley White says it's an important skill to have.
When people have exposure to financial literacy, when people are exposed to these things, they have long-term higher credit scores. That buys them more opportunities.
In terms of House Bill 126, while financial literacy classes would not be a requirement, they would like districts to make them available as an option. Reporting in Southwest Albuquerque, Stephanie Muñiz, KOAT Action 7 News.
The graduation requirement overhaul bill 126 is now heading to the Senate.